Hey everybody, welcome back to DBandItv. Today I'm going to show you how I like to cook a tri-tip. It's called upon dinner today, not knowing it, so I didn't have the full 24 hours to marinate it. I put some veggies together with it. I used a marinade with Coke, so it actually helps, the carbonation actually helps it tenderize the meat a little bit quicker. I only had about 4.5 hours to marinate it. Here are the ingredients I used for this recipe. For the tri-tip, we have 1 cut of tri-tip, approximately 2 to 3 pounds, 2 cans of Coca-Cola, olive oil, barbecue sauce, your choice of seasoning. For the veggies, we have 3 fresh organic peppers, 2 yellow summer squash, medium-sized mushrooms, Italian dressing, red wine vinaigrette, olive oil, and your choice of seasoning. So now that you know what the ingredients are, let's cook the tri-tip. Okay, so right now we are gonna marinate the tri-tip. I got this tri-tip from the local grocery store. This one has a lot of fat on it. Normally I would get something with a lot less fat. This was the only one they had left. So what I'm gonna do is instead of trimming it down, I'm going to cook it this way. I'm gonna marinate it, cook it this way, and then I'll trim it when it comes off the barbecue. That way I still get to cook with all the fat flavor. So the marinade, I've already started it. I'm gonna cook, I put Coca-Cola in here, pretty much enough to cover half the meat, so that when I marinate it, I flip it halfway through. That way it covers the whole cut of meat. And then I put about 1/4 cup of olive oil, and then I'm gonna put some of this barbecue sauce in there. What's this called? Masterpiece Private Stock. It's you get it at Costco. So I put enough in there for flavor. Put some of this in here. Okay. And then I'm gonna put seasoning in. I'm using the Montreal steak seasoning. You can use whatever kind of seasoning you'd like. I also put, after I marinate this, I'm going to pull it out of the fridge, and as I'm letting it warm up to room temperature, I'm going to put some rub on it. And we're just going to mix this up. We're going to put our tri-tip in there. It doesn't matter which way because eventually you're going to flip it over anyway. There we go. I close this up. And I always give it a once over. Or 3 times over, whatever. And then this is gonna go in the fridge. Okay, so for the veggies, first I'm gonna make my marinade. I've already put a little bit of olive oil in it, maybe like 1/8 of a cup, just to cover the bottom of the bowl. It's my recipe for the marinade. It's pretty simple. You've got to have some red wine vinaigrette for the tartness, and then kind of same thing with the Italian dressing. And then I just add my seasoning to taste. So just a cheap Kraft red wine vinaigrette dressing, nice and tart. Put that in there. And then same thing, just a cheap Kraft Italian dressing. It's just marinade, don't need to go with anything too fancy. Add this in here. And then again, for this marinade, I also use the Montreal steak seasoning. Then we're going to mix that up. First up is going to be your bell peppers, cut into big enough chunks to stay on the barbecue, as well as hold some marinade while you're cooking them. I'll let these sit in the marinade for 3 to 4 hours is good. Mix them up every once in a while when you walk by the fridge. And now we have our yellow squash. Same thing, once we trim these, we're gonna cut them into big enough pieces. Cut them into big enough pieces to stay on the barbecue and not fall through the grate. Okay, clean the mushrooms, throw the mushrooms in there. I just buy these medium-sized mushrooms. I don't even need to really cut them up. And make sure your hands are clean, and then we'll mix it up. Now you can see that everything's all shiny and oily. Go ahead and cover it up with some saran wrap. Put it in the fridge, and then come back to it every once in a while to stir it up. Okay, we're back. Here's the tri-tip marinated. First, I'm going to take an injector. I'm going to inject some of the marinade into the tri-tip. Then I'm going to put some rub on it, and then I'm going to let it warm up to room temperature. Take it outside onto the barbecue. And while I'm barbecuing it, it'll take probably about 2 hours to come up to temperature. But while I'm barbecuing it, I'm gonna keep rubbing the marinade on it about probably every 20 minutes or so. And that will keep it pretty moist inside. Okay, now that I found my syringe, I'm gonna inject the meat with some of the marinade here. You can use whatever type of rub you like. I have a buddy from Texas that I get all his custom rubs from. So nothing store-bought, but you use store-bought rub, or if you have a mix you like to use, this. When we cook this, we're gonna cook it fat side up. Slow cook fat side up. The reason we cook it fat side up is as you slow cook it, all the flavor from the fat drains into the meat. We'll let it sit right there for about 45 minutes. Comes to room temperature, then we'll put it out on the barbecue. Okay, now that we've got the barbecue up to temperature, we're going to put the meat on. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the meat, I've got the flame over on the left hand side. We're going to put the meat fat side up on indirect heat on the right hand side. Thickest part towards the hottest part, obviously. There we go. I'll come back in about an hour or so to put the temperature probe so we can monitor the internal temperature. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to get this probe and put it right as much in the middle as possible. That looks pretty good. On. Okay, probe 1. And it's not showing the temperature because it's hooked to the iPad, so we'll go check out the temperature on the iPad. Okay, this is the iPad app for the Weber iGrill 2. The Weber iGrill 2 will allow you to have up to 4 temperature probes to monitor 4 different cuts of meat if you'd like. It comes with this software which allows you to pick and choose what you're cooking and gives you the temperature that you need to hit, and then we'll monitor it and let you know when you're getting close and when you hit that temperature. So let's get started with this app. So first we're going to click on Start Grilling, and then we're going to choose red meat, and then we're going to go find the tri-tip roast down here in the menu. There it is. Then we're going to set our temperature to what we'd like. Ours is going to be medium. And it shows you that the temperature needs to be 140. We're going to pick probe number 1. Okay. And then there's our temperature for probe number 1 at the top. 68 degrees. Needs to be, it's showing you it needs to be 140. So we'll come back and check this temperature out in a little while. Okay, so this is one of the times when I am going to put marinade on the meat to keep it moist. Hello, doggy. And here's our temperature right now, between 84 and 85. So you can see we still have a ways to go. My tri-tip is at 130 degrees now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to start to put down the veggies. And then I am going to take that After I put down the veggies, I'm going to take that tri-tip, I'm going to wrap it in some tin foil, let it cook up to about 140 on its own. So, just put the veggies down here. Take this, I'm gonna pour it in peppers. That's why I placed them all face up. Bring that tri-tip back up to temperature a little bit and then take it off, put it in some tin foil. Oh my goodness. What the? That is just seeping with juices. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow. You cut the fat off. See, half of this is fat. If you get rid of the fat, oh my gosh, look at that. Ooh, hang on, I gotta try a little bit of this. Let you guys know how it tastes. It just slips off the fork with that. Oh my god. Oh, that is incredible. Tri-tip. Here's a picture of this deliciousness. Served and ready to eat. Okay everybody, hope you liked that video. If you did, please give us a like, subscribe to DBandItv. Thanks for watching. See you later.